welcome. So excited for what we have happening today. We have special guest Fertessa here with us. We're going to play her game Book of Villainy, chat about it. We'll let you guys watch us play. And if you have any questions throughout, feel free to throw them in the chat. And we have a couple questions of our own too. Let's go around with some intros. My name is Raven McKenzie. I am a board game designer / foodie / pre-COVID travel enthusiast. I'm hoping to dip my toe back into that water in a little bit. And working on a couple of games, all of them, surprise, surprise, involving food. Why don't we go counterclockwise? We'll save, I'm going to say, our guest, save the best for the last. We'll go, Kirsten, do you want to go next?
Sure. Hi, I'm Kirsten Lund. I am so thrilled to have our guest today. I'm so excited and excited for her Kickstarter. I am Looking Glass Workshop and currently working on, as Raven said, we're always working on a few games, right? So a few games, but the main one is Ovation, my classical music engine builder that's getting ready for Kickstarter this year as well. So I'll shoot it over to the lovely Chidi.
Hi, everyone. Super excited to be here and happy to have Fertessa today on the show. My name is Chidi. I'm a board game designer and an educator. So my board games tend to have some educational component to it. Right now I'm working on a bird migration board game, which has been in the works for quite a bit, and hopefully it'll be out soon, so pushing on. And yeah, I guess with that, just giving it back to our host Raven to introduce the lovely Fertessa.
Fertessa, I mean, I'm not sure where to start. Do you want to tell us a bit about just your journey with Book of Villainy since inception up through when you got fully funded a couple of days ago, and of course the remainder of the Kickstarter campaign.
So I am Fertessa Allyse, and I'm now a game producer at Funko Games, officially on the full staff. So yay! I here to show you guys Book of Villainy, and I'm so happy to have been invited on. And in the next 2 months, you will see Wicked and Wise, and then later on, sometime in the year or early next year, you'll see Mansplaining. So yay! I'm excited about that. For Book of Villainy, I created this, I want to say July of 2017. It was summer 2017. After playing just regular games with my friends, one of my friends had the idea that she wanted to create a game, and until then I hadn't thought that was a thing you could do, and it got me thinking about what game would I make if I could make one. And when I get thoughts like that, I start fleshing it out. I once made a whole music video about Pop-Tarts due to that. So this time it just happened, but with a game. And I have what they call a resting mischief face. I look like I'm up to no good. So I wanted to make a game where I couldn't be singled out. And everybody was up to no good. So it had to be about villains. And that sparked Book of Villainy.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Awesome.
I love this resting mischief face, as if there isn't any mischief actually behind it. I'm not sure if I'm convinced.
I promise you, I have all my, those little idea kid photos you had to take as in kindergarten or pre-K. Even in those photos, I had the side-eye game that was strong. And I was just
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's so awesome. Okay. So what are we thinking about hopping in? Has everybody gotten to spread the word so we can let folks know we're live?
I think we're almost all here, and I'm going to share the screen so we can look at some of this beautiful.
Oh, wonderful.
artwork.
Yes. Do you okay? So
Maybe the four of us playing
is so that you can because of your resting mischief faith. But did you use any villains particularly for models of some of these folks, or did you just make up your own villains, or how did that work?
Yeah, initially, whenever I made the villains, I just doodled what I thought would be a funny villain, because usually my favorites, well, I don't say my favorites, but a lot of the ones I like, they'll make me laugh. And so I tried to think of people who probably thought that they were villains, but weren't great at being villains. They're just kind of low level. So the bully was always like a little kid who people would think was like the sweetest kid out there and a student, but behind their back, he was doing just the most trickiest things. And then I had the manipulator who started out as like the politician, and then she transformed into the manipulator. Which
is, very similar.
Yes. It's a grandmother with a cat in her mouth.
Yes.
She lost the cat, but she has the #1 Ablayla on her mug. The Unhinged was always a person with a bear on their head. So that was just, she just got a cannonball. And the Genius was always, she was pretty much like this. She had more like a natural afro going on before. Now she's got some cool dreadlocks. And
probably did like back a little bit so we don't get into the beavers and whatnot, but so silent.
Yeah, it's totally a coincidence. For the despot maybe changed the most. The despot that I originally had, he was a guy that had like a turtleneck, because I just imagined a guy who just gathered all of this money just to collect turtlenecks, and that was his entire wardrobe. And like he was a connoisseur of these things. But now he has turned into this very baron of evil over here with his cane. So yes. Those were the original villains.
Fantastic. They are so fun. I really love how unique and different they all are. That's so great. Is it asymmetric? I know you're going to give us the rules here. Do they all have different ways that they play?
No, they all play the same. The only thing that's different is the gadget they start with.
Awesome.
And that helps you kind of break the rules of the game.
Oh, very cool.
Or twist the rules.
Awesome.
Oh, and then there's this hero, and he got a makeover too. Let's see.
Okay, so I see Chitty is
here. Oh,
here.
there you are.
Chitty's loading. Does anybody else have a beverage there?
Finally.
In today, I hope. Don't make me drink alone, folks. There we go. What you drinking, Chitty?
I'm having Santa Margarita Pinot for today. I think it pairs really well with the game.
Yes.
I'm doing the rest of my take it to the grave Pinot.
Oh, that pairs even better.
It worked with Heck and Hounds. It's going to work with Villainy Book of Villainy as well. I think it's
That is awesome.
a great dastardly duo too.
Yes.
It's a little early in New Zealand, so I will nosh a little bit too.
I wish I have a imaginary cider. I'm still letting my throat recover, so I'm not having any alcohols, unfortunately. But in my heart, I'm having a nice cider, crispy cider.
I'm with you, Fertessa. They've got a large glass of water, but until this little scratchy thing goes away, it's no alcohol for me.
This mom approves of those decisions, lady. Okay,
well,
so
all right.
Fertessa, you ready to teach us
know
a
whenever you're
fantastic
ready.
new game? Absolutely.
Of course, yes. All right. So, in Book of Villainy, you are a villain, but not very good at it. So you're writing a book about being a villain instead. In this game, we are writing these pages, and in the center of the board, you'll see 3 pages already face up. These are going to be your only way to collect points in the game. Whenever somebody has written 6 pages, that's going to trigger the end game, and then it's going to go around so that everybody has an even amount of turns before the game ends. The way that the game works is we will all pick a villain, and the villain will come with both a gadget as well as a token and a plagiarism page. They also each have their own player board, which on the front side has this nice key reference that will kind of translate what all the icons on the tiles mean. And on the back side of these, it has a nice key reference for what the icons at the top of the page mean. So it helps you with scoring, as well as some little tidbits to keep in mind that I'll tell you during our explanation. But just don't worry about the icons. You have a nice translation right there with your villain. So when we get our villains and we start the game, we're all going to start on the secret layer down here. The secret layer, like all the locations, usually can only be occupied by one villain. So it's only the exception for the very start of the game that we all start on that space. When it's your turn, let's use the manipulator here. When it's your turn, you will move clockwise either 1 or 2 spaces. So you can move up to 2 spaces. Whenever you move, you don't count any spaces that are already occupied. And occupied, it means that either the villain or the either another villain or the hero are on that tile. That's what occupied means. This token right here does not count as being occupied. It's just a token. But if I was the manipulator, I could either move here to the shady bar or up here to the library because the hero is on City Hall. Okay. Whenever you move, you're moving to take either the nefarious action or the respectable action. The nefarious action is always towards the inside of the board. It's in black, the icon in black. The respectable action is always towards the outside of the board, and it's the icon in white. So whenever you move, you'll pick which corner to put them on so you know which action that character took. This is important because the nefarious actions are stronger than the respectable actions. However, if the hero happens to land on your space, he can only catch you if you're doing a nefarious action. Okay. All right. The way that the hero moves is if a player lands on the tile with the snitch token, this token right here, that token will always move to where the hero is first, and then you get to choose where you want to move the hero. So you can have the hero land on a tile with another villain, or you can have him land on an empty tile to kind of block it because nobody can land on a tile that he's on. The only 2 places the hero can't go is the secret lair and the library because he's allergic to books and intelligence. So there's a nice X on top of the hero so that you know that he stays away from those places, as a nice reminder. If the hero is moved so that he lands on another villain, that villain will have to give up henchmen, either a scapegoat or 2 different henchmen. Henchmen is going to be our main kind of currency in the game. There are different stacks of henchmen around the board. There's 4 different types. The trickster, the lawyer, the scapegoat, and the fanatic. Each of them have a different ability, but they all have the same type of ability. So every lawyer will have the same ability. Every scapegoat will have the same ability. You will use henchmen either for the abilities on their card or to write the chapters in the middle of the board. If you look at the chapters in the center of the board, at the very bottom of them, you'll see kind of colorful icons with numbers above them. And those are the icons for the henchmen. So for instance, chapter 15 asks for 1 scapegoat and 1 lawyer. So whenever you chose to write a chapter, then you would have to discard those 2 henchmen, and then you could bring this chapter over into your tableau. Any questions before I move on? All right. So whenever you write a chapter, you have to go to a specific location to do that. It's always a respectable action. You can go to the coffee shop over here, or you can go to the shady bar over here. So you would take that respectable action and then discard whatever henchman that the card asked you for. And then whenever you write that chapter, you drag it in front of you into your tableau. If you don't have any cards yet or any pages yet, then it just sits there. However, if you already have pages written, then you have to always put your new chapter to the far left or to the far right of the existing chapters you've already written. I'm going to segue into scoring. So there are 3 ways to score your book once the end of the game is triggered. The first way is by the order of the chapters. If you notice, all of the chapters have numbers, and there are a total of 40 different chapters, so 1 through 40. The longest sequential run of chapters in your book is going to be worth 3 points for each page. So if you had 4 pages in sequential order, then that would be worth 12 points. Sequential order is 7, 15, 21, 30. It doesn't have to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's one way that you will score, getting your longest sequential order. There are different actions on the locations, which will let you swap the location of your pages in your tableau. So there'll be a nefarious action, and you can just refer to your key to find those. But they're at the city hall and at the junkyard. Oops. Nope, that's not the button. There we go. The second way that you will score cards is from the icon in the top left corner. If you notice, there are 3 different icons out of 4 icons total. If you see this Action Pal icon, you kind of want to go all in on these. If you only have 1 of these cards in your tableau, then it's worth -1 points. However, the more of these you get, the more points you will get. So if you had 3 of these, and you look over here at this kind of reference, if you had 3 of these action icons, then each of those icons would be worth 3 points each. So that would be 9 points total. For the masks, every 2 will give you 7 points. So if you had 4, then you'd have 14 points. And for the hearts are very interesting because by themselves, they are 2 points each. So if you had 4 hearts, you would have 8 points. But the hearts also come in different colors. And the more different colors you have, better. You'll get a color bonus. So on top of getting the 8 points for having 4 heart cards, if they were 4 different colors, you could look at the chart, and 4 different colors gives you 16-point bonus. So you would have a total of 24 points just from getting 4 hearts of 4 different colors. All right. The other icon, which isn't pictured here, is the money bag icon. The person who has the most of those will get 10 villainy points. Otherwise, they're just worth 1 villainy point each. All right. And the last way to score your pages is in the right-hand side of the cards, the pages. You'll notice these little medals with numbers in them. Those are just straight up villainy points. So chapter 20 is worth 3 villainy points. Chapter 15 is worth 1. And yeah, that one is just straightforward. Not every card will have a medal on the right-hand side. So yeah, pay attention to that. The last thing to cover is plagiarizing a chapter and the gadgets. So plagiarizing a chapter is a thing that you can do once in the game. Everybody has exactly 1 token, and there's an icon, a nefarious action, which will allow you to plagiarize a page, and that's on the copy center. So let's say that you wrote chapter 26 and I was jealous, even though that's in front of me. Here we go. And I was jealous that you had written chapter 26. I would just take my little token and place it above your chapter. And then I would take my plagiarized chapter card and put it in my tableau to the far left or far right of whatever cards I had already written, pages I'd already written. Whenever I plagiarize one of your chapters, I'm plagiarizing the chapter number as well as the type of page that it is. So like this is an action page and the other one's like mystery or romance, things like that. You are not copying the villainy points in the right-hand corner. So the chapter number and the type icon. Even though you can only plagiarize 1 time in the game, you can move your plagiarism token. There is an icon, and I believe it is, here it is, in the news station. It will allow you to move your token to somebody else's page to plagiarize that instead. So that is the only way that you would move that. If somebody moves their page around in their book, your token will move around with that page. So there's no way for them to affect your token. Let's see. And the last thing is the gadgets. So every villain starts with a gadget. However, during the game, you will be able to go to the secret layer and get gadgets for free. Whenever you land on the secret layer, there will always be 2 gadgets face up that you'll be able to see, in which you can pick one of the 2 face up gadgets. The other thing that you can do is recharge your gadgets there. So it's either or, either recharge all of your gadgets or get a new gadget. This is important because whenever you get a gadget, it's yours for the duration of the game. However, once you use it, it gets flipped face down and you can't use it again until it's recharged. So that is how you would recharge them. On your turn, again, you move up to 2 spaces clockwise, and you pick a nefarious or a respectable action. At any point during your turn, you may activate as many gadgets as you wish, and at any point during your turn, you may play as many henchmen as you wish. You do not have a limit on how many gadgets you may have, and you have a hand limit of 7 henchmen, so you can never have more than 7 henchmen in your hand. And I believe that is all you need to know to start the game. Are there any questions?
I have 2 quick ones. If you plagiarize someone's chapter, when you do that, do you also have to pay the cost of the chapter and the appropriate henchmen?
Nope, you do not have to pay the cost of that chapter.
Okay. And then with henchmen, is there a way to discard them, or using them is the only way to get rid of them?
Using them or discarding them to pay for a page are the only way to get rid of them.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know. They're loyal, so that's good. That's the only questions for me. Kirsten, do you have any?
No, other than maybe, I mean, they might come up, but
right.
Did you write all this awesome text? I started sneaking a peek at some of this text.
I wrote maybe half of them. The other half, we had Calvin Wong, and we had some other people that contributed a couple of lines here and there. And I'm blanking on the names, but yes, this is a collaboration effort of evil. Yes.
Wonderful. Chidi, did you have any questions?
I think Chidi.
What did we lose us a Chidi? Oh, we lost us a Chidi. I'm so sorry. Come on back, Chidi.
No, I've been losing sound in and out. So I didn't catch everything. I may just hang out and not play because it'll take a while to explain it again. Sure. I don't want to take out of that, but I'm here.
You sure? I don't mind talking as we play. You can pick it up as we go.
I'm also having trouble with the controls. My TTS acting out. I have my Wi-Fi is very iffy right now, so I don't want to slow down the game. So I'll hang out and chat and watch this awesome game.
No worries. I will sit. So in a 2 and 3 player game, we don't use the library. So we're going to set that to the side, and then, but otherwise, everything else stays there. So good to go.
Okay.
Yep. And 2 final little tips that I will give you guys is that for the hero can only get you if you're taking a nefarious action. However, he doesn't really affect you until you've written a page first. So the first couple of turns, you don't even have to worry about whether you take a nefarious action or a respectable action. But once you've written your first page, then it's game on. And then, what was the other little tip? The other tip is you probably want to keep stock of the scapegoats. The scapegoat's only job is to get the hero off of your tail. He loves doing that job. It's the only thing he's good at. So you might want to keep a scapegoat because if you do decide to do something nefarious and you get caught, then you can throw the scapegoat at him and go about your business. If you don't have a scapegoat and you get caught, then you have to get rid of 2 henchmen. So, it's good to employ.
That's a hefty price.
So now I will let you guys have first pick of your villains, and then I will pick mine.
Well, I am a grandma. May I be the manipulator since I am a grandma?
Sure.
I am number one abuela.
I
I love it.
with this pen of artistic liberty, I'm going to go ahead and grab the despot and drag him over to where else? I'll drag him over.
Come on. Me and TC.
I cannot resist. I will be the genius.
That seems fitting. Genius behind this.
No one is surprised. And now I'm just going to, I want to note that for the villains that don't get used, their gadgets get shuffled into the pile with the other gadgets during the game. And that's why they weren't face up. So we're just going to do a quick shuffle. I should just scoot this a little bit. There we go. I've got the power. There we go. There we go.
I love
I told it to flip. There we go. Okay.
Yes, it's awesome.
Brilliant disguise.
And whenever
goodness.
you get henchmen, they go straight into your hands. And whenever you get a page, those are open information. But henchmen are not open information.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Is there a first player rule?
Yeah, there's small text. There's small text at the bottom of each. Oh, yes. The first player rule is whoever has the best evil laugh.
That's amazing.
Who's
I'd
gonna go
have to
first?
stop genuinely giggling first and then try an evil laugh. That's
Well, time to stop practicing.
all right, Fertessa, you should lead because you actually knew this was coming. We did not.
Yes, I will do such.
Well, that wasn't it. That's
Oh man,
Yes,
that's great.
that one's mine. Let's.
that one is
let's.
okay. That was great.
I'm gonna put my guy over here. There she goes. Okay. So it'll go from me to Houston to Raven. I think
Okay.
that looks the correct order. Looking at the little names over here. Okay.
Indeed.
Okay. So I can either go to wait. I'm sitting over here, but I'm going to turn it around to make sure that I am going clockwise. So I can go to the Shady Bar or I can go to the Junkyard. And I would like to follow my own advice. And I'll just get, no, I won't follow my own voice. I'll get 2 lawyers. Boom.
Oh.
Is that one? Oh, not nefarious. Okay. Okay. So I guess everybody
Oh, but
hangs out at the bar. Oh, sorry, you're not done.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I was just saying. I was saying that whenever you scroll over the different gadgets, there's like small text also at the bottom. Whenever for each item.
Oh,
It's amazing. All right, so I think everybody hangs out at the Shady Bar, and that's why I can be nefarious, and everybody's there. I can grab one of anything. Is that correct?
Yep.
Is that what that icon means? Everybody's here at the bar.
That is exactly what it is.
All right, I will take your advice, and I will recruit me a scapegoat.
okay. Well, in that case, I have to hop over a couple of spaces, and so my options are the coffee shop or the news station. And because I can't quite do anything, I mean, I No, I can't. The coffee shop. I'm gonna go there later. I'm gonna hit up the news station now and grab 2 tricksters. Correct?
Yep.
Where are they? Oh, there they are.
And just as a tip, you can hover over the card and hit the number, and it'll fly straight to your hand.
Okay. Put these in my hand, and then over here. And now it's back to Fertessa.
Still your turn. So you've landed on the snitch token.
Oh, yes. Oh, everyone has
So
a...
this token will move to where the hero is.
Right. I'm going to put him in the copy center, I think. And so would I... Oh, I leave this here and then drag him here. What?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. So, I think I will go over here to the coffee shop and see what I need. I'm going to trade in a lawyer. She's already working hard. And I'm going to take a scapegoat as well as a trickster.
Interesting. Let's see. The lawyers, 2 for 1 on henchman. What is that saying about lawyers? That's and then
that they'll get the job done in mass.
All right. I think I'll just, because I can go where the snitch token is, right? That's yes, because that's what Raven just did. And I'm gonna get 2 fanatics. And then I move the snitch token to where the hero is. And I get to move the hero. Where do I want to put him? Only got a couple of choices. I'll go there. The shady bar. What's he doing there? He's a hero. He's not supposed to be in the shady bar.
He needs a little sip.
Okay, let's see. I've got 2 I need. All right, well, I'm gonna take a little trip to the coffee center. And that way I can gain 2 scapegoats. What's a quick I always get them mixed up and then deal out to everyone instead of just me, so I hate pressing that button, but there's a quick way to do that.
Oh no, not clicking, just hovering over it and then like pressing the number 1.
Oh,
that only goes to you.
Okay, perfect. And not to everyone else at the table like I've done 7 million times.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't deal. It just goes straight to you.
Right.
The stories of TTS that we have.
And
Yes.
I suppose let's do junkyard action. And I was
all right. Let's see. Oh, wonderful. That clears that right on up for me. I'll go here and I will get 2 tricksters. And then I will also, let's see. Yeah. I will also use my freeze ray on Raven's despot there. So I'm just going to put that over here so you remember. And this means you can only move 1 space at a time.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
no.
It's going to take me a minute to get over there. Mhm.
I think Fertessa remembers we were chatting about Floriferous before we went live and how you demolished me out. So she's striking the right player.
I think there might be some.
Until you pass the coffee shop.
Okay, you're back. Yes. Okay.
There we go.
And so I just right. So a couple of we'll see where the villain falls. I'm gonna give you.
That's me, right?
Disconnected from the server.
Yes, I'm reconnecting now.
And I see yes. That was a quick reconnection. I feel like usually
I knew it was going to happen.
Knock on wood. They do a quick prayer to the TGS.
It always happens. Yes.
Did that
I
end
was
your
saying
turn,
that
Fertessa? Or is that...
it ends. Yeah, it ends my turn. I was just saying that the way that you do get around that movement restriction is if you have a trickster, because he basically lets you ignore the distance rule. So if you discarded a trickster and jumped to the coffee shop, you'd be okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know.
Okay, but I'm gonna head to the coffee shop. And I'm gonna turn one of my fanatics into a lawyer and a trickster. I think. Yeah, let's do it.
So for Tessa, would I have to discard a fanatic and a trickster to move to the coffee shop this turn?
Say that again.
Would I have to discard a fanatic and a trickster in order to land in the same space as Kirsten?
Yep, you would. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Got it.
Is using a free the gadget a free action or in place of your movement, or I missed that.
When you're saying free action, what are you talking about?
Is it something you do in addition to the movement and doing a nefarious or non-nefarious action, or is it something you do instead of?
It's an addition to.
In addition to, okay.
You're talking about the henchman actions, right? Or the gadgets?
The gadgets.
Yeah, that's an addition to.
Okay.
Is it my turn or is it for Tessa's turn?
It's your turn. I finished.
Okay.
I turned my fanatic into a couple other henchmen.
I don't remember. Oh, okay. Well, don't have whole lot. So I will head on over to the secret lair and I think I'm good. I can just grab this writing assist set, correct?
All right. Yep. So now he gets replaced by the Ultra Boot. It's probably what you needed. Let's see. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2. I want to go 3, though. Dang it. Wait. Oh, you're right there. 1, 2. Yes. Okay. I'm going to move to the shady bar and be super respectable. And I'm going to guard 3 tricksters in order to write chapter 22. Let's see. Put them right here. Go over there. Boom. Okay. So I have chapter 22 and oops. Got that there. Put out a new
So
chapter.
easy.
So now I am able to be harmed by the hero. And my chapter is create a matchmaking app. None of the women's profiles have any information, and the men's profiles are just photos of them holding fish. Okay. And
That is so hilarious.
I can move this snitch token, and we'll move this right here. Okay.
All right, I'll take my turn quickly because I had a bad tickle in my throat. I'll have to mute me and run away and deal with my silly throat. But first, let me try and take my turn. Oh, well, 1, 2, no. What's that? No, I think I'll go. I'm so sorry about the throat clearing. I'll go to the news station and get 2 tricksters. That's nefarious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Okay. And that will end my turn.
All
And
right.
bear with me. I'll be.
All right.
I am going to I suppose I'll do a respectable action for once in my evil. Well, we'll see. I'll grab a lawyer. Actually, let's put that here. And then, there we go, perfect. And that's gonna be it for me for right now.
All right. Let's see. I have to be on my P's and Q's. Let's see. What do you want here? So close, but so far. Okay. We'll go to. Oh. Nope. I'm gonna be terrible. I'm gonna go up here, and I will. What do I need here? What is the goal? I know I'm being tricksy, but how? I've got it. Okay. I'm gonna give up my lawyer, and I'm gonna get a trickster, and I'm gonna get a fanatic. Boom. Yes, done. I think. Yes. Let me see. Because you still have that freeze ray on you. Good. And is Kristen back?
I am back, but I was still muted.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So is it me? I'm sorry.
Yep. Yeah.
Trouble finding my
no worries.
conference.
No worries.
Okay. So I'm going to go. Am I? I guess I am. I'm going to go 1, 2. And I'm going to rate chapter 20. with a trickster and a scapegoat. What's the trickster? Is that the trickster? Yes, it is.
Yep.
So chapter 20, steal one piece from every puzzle at the retirement home, which is perfect when we get my old granny self.
Just a moment.
That is truly evil, though, I have to say.
Especially for those like 5,000 piece puzzles. Could you imagine getting to the end of that and having one, like the dead center one, or even the side one, is gone?
Yeah. I've done some jigsaw puzzles, and like, especially when my dog was a puppy and she would sneak pieces, and I would know until I got to the end, and it was like, no.
So Fertessa, when the card says reach the coffee shop, does that mean land on the coffee shop or potentially surpass the coffee shop? The former or the latter?
On the coffee shop.
Oh, okay. Got it. Just triple.
After you've landed on the coffee shop or past the coffee shop.
Well, I was like, am I past it? Haven't I reached it technically? But no, I hear you. In the coffee shop.
If you do pass it, then you'll still be good.
Okay. But I wanted to go. I feel like I feel behind. I'm the only hero that hasn't penned nary a word about my nefarious deeds. Let's see. I am going to. Oh wait. If I go to the junkyard, I can get 2 lawyers or rearrange chapters, which I don't have a chapter to rearrange yet. So I will go to. And I have 5. Actually, okay. I think I know what I'm going to do. I want to go here so I can get 2 lawyers. I'll be at my hand limit, but that's okay because I have an idea that hopefully works. I will put this here and I suppose I will put this here. Okay. Okie dokie. That is it.
I really like that I can break the rules with the henchmen, but they're also what I need to write the chapters. I like that. That's a push me pull you. Like, oh, do I want to? Oh, I like that. That tension of, oh, do I want to use that because I need it?
Oh yeah. Andrew came up with a really nice system with how the everything, the ecosystem would tie in. I really like how tight it became. Also, Raven, I would just like to point out, you could make the hero land on me, but if you want to be very generous, that's totally cool too.
I was thinking about that, but if I put the hero there, that means that I also can't go there, right?
Yes.
And so we got saved because
saved indeed.
I will say, if anyone else just happens to go on that space before I get a chance to get there, my list of people to seek out my revenge on might go a little bit longer. Just kidding.
Anyone else?
In this group,
you heard me talking about the interesting pull of using I would have to use a trickster, which is what I was thinking about doing, which is why it came up.
Oh no. Kirsten, your abuela is actually very useful because she can move the hero with her gadget.
Yes, I can
so
also.
she doesn't have to give up
Oh
things.
my gosh.
Let's see. I can. Well, since I got away free, that's pretty great for me.
Especially when you were being nefarious and everything.
I kind of want to. Right? I think. Let me see. Yes, I like that. I'm gonna go to the secret layer, and I'm going to take the brilliant disguise, so I can land on the same space as the hero without any worries. Okay.
Oh no. This is interesting. Oh, I'm torn. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Whatever.
All right. I guess I'm going to leave that to you, huh? If I use the fanatic, I can go there, which I think I really need to do. All right, so I'm going to fanatic. It's going to allow me to ignore other villains. 1, 2. I'm just an innocent little old granny here. Don't mind me. I'm not being nefarious at all.
I'm in the junkyard right now.
Although I could mess up the coffee shop just because I know you're going there, but I won't. So that's it for me.
Okay. Then, unsurprisingly, I will make my triumphant way to the coffee. And so now I am free from my decaffeinated shackles. I'm able to move easily after this turn. I will be writing a chapter because I need to. Fertessa, remind me, when you place a new chapter, it can be, it has to be to the right, or it can be to the right or the left of what you have going on?
It can be to the far right or far left of whatever you have going on.
Gotcha. Okay. So, looking at what I have in my hand, what's out on the table. Oh, and then the bonuses. Cannot forget. I'll flip this one over just as a reference sheet. 7 prepare. We got a little the action ones, which I just need to get more of. Let's get a quick peek at what everyone else has on the table. Get an idea of what everyone is. Okay, I'm gonna go for chapter 30. Actually, yeah, I'll go with chapter 35. I will also.
I want you to read that one.
Huh?
And I want you to read that one. You have to read.
Oh yes, I will definitely read
play.
it. I think that's
That's critical.
I'm going to use my pen of artistic liberty, which lets me write it for one less henchman than shown. I'll flip that bad boy over because I don't quite have a fanatic, but I do have the scapegoat and a lawyer. And so, fart in front of a meat deli on and off all day to drive away business. Loudly ask what foul animal would make such a smell.
Oh, thank you for reading that.
Wonderful.
I'm delighted. And hello, is this Andrew? Andrew, it looks like Andrew's here. Gold seal? Would that be Andrew?
Oh, hey. Yeah. Yep, that's Andrew. I do love the Meat Deli one. Let's see. Ooh, okay, chapter
Pretty entertaining.
Let's see. Where can I go? Oh, yep. I am in this club here. And we're just I'm gonna discard Fanatic, excuse me. Okay. Here. Boom. And is fill your cat's food bowl only halfway, you monster. You know, it's like that sometimes. There we go.
Okay.
Boom. Okay.
Fertessa, the art style, is this when you were first imagining the game, is this the kind of direction you thought it would go, or did it organically evolve as people were brought in?
It organically evolved as people were brought in. I honestly, when I originally made the villains, I just had no idea what they would look like. I was just super excited to have somebody else's art like bring my game to life. So I remember I would kind of think about it, and even on a Board Game Geek, I had a work in progress thread, and some of the people even voluntarily like made their version of the villains. They're like 2 different artists that did that, which is really cool. And they were totally different style. Like one was super illustrated, like heavy high fantasy illustration. And the other one was a more of a like cartoony, almost Disney style. So it's really cool to see how it went to this very nice comic, but like Cartoon Network style that we've got going on. Melissa Douglas did that. She's Kitty Cat Maniac on Twitter. So follow her and see her work.
Very cool.
So when I move this, can I move it to where the villain already is?
You have to move the snitch token to where the hero is.
Oh, to the hero, where the hero is. Right.
Yep. But you can move the hero anywhere, even to where villain is, as long as it's not the secret layer or, well, the library's not here. So as long as it's not the secret layer.
All right. I'm gonna do this, and then I am gonna use my Ray of Distraction to move again. Because reasons. Now, and remind me, do we count the hero space? I mean, or not count the hero space when we're counting our 1 to 2 movements? We
don't count hero space. It's still occupied.
You can't go there. You're not doing anything nefarious, but he's going to hang out, keep an eye on you anyway. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
All right. Well. Oh, I need to recharge.
Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. Huh? I was so worried about one of you landing him on me, but I've got scapegoats, so I probably shouldn't have worried about that. Because I've got enough scapegoats that I could have gotten away with it. Wahaha. All right. No take backsies, though.
We'll shall see. Okay. It's my turn, right?
Right. Okay, I need to be the bar. Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm gonna move 1, 2, and I'm gonna recharge my pen of artistic liberty so I can write another day. That's it for me.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, what I'm gonna do is Dare I? I dare. Okay. I'm going to go to the city hall and I'm going to get fanatics and then I'm going to be done.
Okay. I'm going to play Trickster to ignore the distance limit. And I'm going to go, I'm taking the bus. I'm the old lady on the bus. At the coffee shop. Where I'm writing a chapter with my scapegoat and my lawyer. I had to consult a lawyer on this one. All right. And write a book. Create 5 different endings. Publish all of them with the same title and never tell your readers. What does it really end? No one knows. Okay. You dareth, but I get you.
It's fine. I have a scapegoat who's gainfully employed. So it's fine.
I feel a little bad. You're the guest, but you're also the designer, and the rule is gang up on the designer.
Watch out.
That is the rule. Yes.
All right. I will head over to the Shady Bar. And I'm going to also pen another chapter. This guy, he was here. I want to move him. Oh, you're doing good things. Oh, off to good activities. And how about I will say on the junkyard. There. And I will. Yeah. Use the pen I just recharged. And go ahead and grab. I want to, for some reason, I feel like I need to keep the scapegoat just in case something happens with the way that the tides. I'm going to start a lawyer and grab chapter 12 and place it over here. Break into all the world's great art galleries. Put googly eyes on all the paintings. And that's it for me.
Let's see.
We have some
oh boy.
colors coming up.
I think, let's see. You, Miss Ma'am, are on my space. Let's see.
Little old me, I'm just at the coffee shop writing chapters of my innocent book.
Look, there could only be one, but apparently now there's going to be 2. I'm going to use my fanatic to visit the coffee shop, and we're just gonna, you stay on that barista and I'll stay on this one over here. And I'm going to write and turn in another fanatic and a trickster so that I can get chapter 6.
Ooh.
Put it
Look at you with all those hearts. I don't like it.
And my chapter 6 is every time someone shows you a picture of pets or kids, sigh with a disappointed look and say, I thought you said they were cute.
Oh, brutal. What have we got now? Boy, oh boy.
Ooh, chapter 4.
Very cool.
I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2 to the copy center and get 2 scapegoats. I am nefarious that way. That is all I am doing. So what is Miss Raven up to?
Oh, whoops. Sorry. I was waiting for someone else to go. I didn't realize.
My quick turn was real quick.
Okay. Okay. You got your copies. I think I'm also going to use a tricky trickster to, well, actually, one. No, I don't have to do that. Oh, hold on. I would need a fanatic to do what I would like to do. So just kidding. I'm gonna take that back. Sorry, I got that all discombobulated. Thank you, Kirsten. Instead, recalculating. One moment, please. I will. Aha. Well, did you really? I don't remember. I want to say yes. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna gain 2 fanatics because clearly I've needed them this whole game and haven't been able to have what I needed them. So got it. I'll move this over here, and I don't know. There's something about that copy center. The hero got a tip from somewhere. I don't know. Who's going there to investigate? So
It wasn't me. It was this guy. You'll never.
Oh, that
get
makes
me.
sense. That guy's been everywhere. Yeah. Let's see. I think it's a great time to wait a minute. Oh, that's right. He moved. I've been confounded. Well, we could go there, or we could go there. Oh man, this is tricksy. Well, what do you have over here? Nothing. Okay. Fine. Oh my gosh. This is all my plans. Okay. Darn it. I will go to the whoops, not over there. I'll go to the secret lair. And let's get this invisible cloak or ultra boot. Invisible cloak.
Oh, you guys are getting stuff. I haven't done that.
Oh, this is a pretty cool card.
Oh yeah, that is neat. Take a nefarious action shown on an adjacent location. What, this? I found it. I love those. They're so cute. Is it me? It's me, huh?
Yep.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2. Oh boy. I need a couple of lawyers. And then I move this here. And since he came over to check me out at the copy center, I think he's kind of needing to head back to City Hall. That's what
No reason, just
no reason. Just that's where heroes go to check in with the mayor. Right? The heroes go to check in with the mayor.
Little scapegoat to
seems legit.
scurry away. I will head on over. Darned it! I kind of I will go where?
I don't think we've ganged up on the designer as well as we should.
Right.
I've been doing nothing. So innocent.
All the
So
time.
innocent. So innocent over there. I should have blocked her at the bar. But I was so set on revenge. That was, I was blinded by the drive for revenge.
That's understandable. That's you're doing your job right. See,
getting into character.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll head over here, and I'll exchange one trickster for 2 scapegoats.
they have to
Just
be
in
2
case.
different henchmen.
Right. And that'll be it for me.
Did you catch that? They have to be 2 different henchmen?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be 2 different henchmen?
Yes, they gotta be 2 different.
Then in that case, I'll grab another lawyer. Oh, a lawyer. Might not be another. Could be. Might not be.
There's some flexibility there. Let's see. Well, I'm going to. Yeah, you can't get me that way. I'm going to use amazing, brilliant disguise so I can move to the hero's location and use the action. So just go in here, and we're going to use the nefarious action to just move chapter 6 between chapters 2 and 22. Very nice. Very innocent-like.
Sort of like, but not. Huh. People are in my way. Why are you in my way? Let's see. What do I want to do? Well, I know what I want to do. Well, I can do that. Huh. I do not know which is wise. Let's see. Take my time. Hope it works out. Let's see. I can't decide. All right, that's still too far. All right, 1, 2. No, I don't really want to do that. No. I guess I'm gonna. No, am I gonna do it anyway? Sure. Just carding the trickster to ignore the distance restriction. And here I go. I'm on the bus again. Just an innocent old lady on the bus. Now, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's see. I'm right now in negatives, but all right. I'm gonna try and disrupt the designer a little bit and write chapter 14. May not be great for me, but
That's fine. That's fine.
That's fine. You're not mad at me at all. There won't be revenge or anything. All right. Chapter 14. Adopt an adorable puppy. Parade her around town, and when anyone tries to pet her, snatch your puppy away and say, "No, she hates you," and walk away.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
My daughter would be so devastated. You have no idea. Oh my goodness, the therapy. We can hardly go to the park because it's like she's the puppy stalker. She's like, "Can I pet your dog? Can I pet your dog? Can I pet your dog? Can I pet your dog?" If anyone did that, I don't know what I would do. So funny.
Oh, no.
Clearly, so many little ways to just ruin someone's day. Something like that. Definitely.
Maybe she never meet the manipulator, who's clearly her match.
Let's see. That's 1, 2.
We won't tell
Is
her
it
I wrote that.
Yes, I will. I think I'm gonna do this. How far everyone else? Everyone else has 3 chapters. I have 2, and so, but it's not. All is not for naught. I'm going to run down 1. Oh, that is actually 2. This is choose scapegoats or plagiarize, right?
Yep, correct.
I think I'm going to just very interesting stories happening in other parts of the land, and so I would love to. There's no points there. Ooh. How does, when it comes to the order of your story in the chapter that you plagiarize, the placement is still the placement still the same?
Yep.
Somewhere on the outskirts.
So far left or far right.
Okay. So I'll just have to rearrange a little bit in a minute. But you know, Fertessa, excuse me, I mean, Miss Genius, you wrote such a great chapter on on this. Actually, I'm gonna move it. The cat food bowl, I feel like, is just so. I don't own a cat, but if I were to own a cat, it would probably be quite evil of me. Fill up the bowl halfway, and so
yes,
that's what I'll
fair.
this to her.
Oh, let's see.
And then
one
last thing real quick. Everyone is so good, and he was already there, so I'll throw him in the coffee shop.
Well. We can go to the junkyard or to the news station. Yeah. We're going to go to the junkyard and just get ourselves a nice scapegoat. And
Okay. I'm going to go to City Hall. I need some fanatics in my life. And I'm so sorry for Tessa.
oh, I'm not doing anything. Just to I'm just over here twiddling my thumbs.
Not. Oh wait, I thought you were being nefarious. So I should get Raven again. That's okay. Here, I thought it was the resting mischief face. I thought you were up to something.
Yeah. Gets you every
Clearly,
time.
I was wrong.
I was innocent.
So Kirsten, are you keeping that placement or?
Oh yeah, I made the mistake. I'm not that evil.
In that case, I'll just, oh my gosh, I haven't been to this shady bar in like forever. I'll just mosey on over. It's finally a space at the table for it. Hopefully, yes, I was like, can I afford anything? Yes. I'll go ahead. And do I? Yes. Okay. I will pay a lawyer, scapegoat, and then a random one. I will do a fanatic. To pen, chapter 40, fanatic to the end here. Let's see. Swap all push and pull signs on every door in the city. 2 weeks later, do it again. So just when you think you've gotten used to it, that would be quite, I don't know about you guys, but I find it so embarrassing when the doors usually are not visible. I feel like.
Yes.
When you do the opposite.
Very.
Yep. It's because they put the little bar that's meant for pushing there when actually you have to pull it. It's the handle that tricks us, and it actually the door itself is rigged to work the opposite way. That's how they get you. Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
I will go. Well, now that that's been moved. Dang it. I will go. Here. No. Yes.
Maybe.
Yes, no. I will go here. And no, I'll go down here. And I'll get a fanatic.
Well, where's the swappy thing? Where does swap live if I need to do that? It lives in the junkyard. Is that right? Oh, and City Hall. City Hall and the junkyard both do something. Swap is junkyard. Move is City Hall. Okay. Just wondering how critical is this order of things? Everybody's being so innocent and sweet right now. At least that's what it looks like. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go to the coffee shop. And a fanatic and scapegoat are going to help me write a chapter here. Become a barista. Only serve decaf. That is not cool. I don't even drink coffee, and I know that's not cool.
What a cool person.
That's the only reason I would drink coffee. All right. So this goes here. What do I think other people want to do? I can move him. Let's see. How many pages are we writing?
6.
6, okay. I'm going to move him to the coffee shop so I can look innocent. See how innocent I am? And that's it for me.
All right. Well, I'm going to. I know what I need to do. Could be 2. Get me over there. Let's do that. I'm gonna try out this this bus you've been talking about. Give it a go so that I can make my way around. Visit the copy center real quick. Pick up a couple henchmen, because that's what you do at a copy center. You find some stuff, make new friends, and that's gonna be my turn.
Well, how evil of you. Okay.
Excuse me, pardon.
Yes, I will use my invisible cloak then, so that I can treat every location as unoccupied. And I will just also go to the copy center. Don't mind me. You can't see me. And I will also, I'll be using the nefarious action to plagiarize. So let me just put this guy right here. And put that there. Boom.
Let me see what's going on over there. It's an awful lot of parts happening.
I'm going to get me a couple of tricksters. And that's it.
How fortunate. The hero takes a break.
What's the hand limit?
7.
7.
7, okay. Can you draw and then discard down, or you just get to 7 and stop, or are you not allowed to take the action?
You can draw and discard down.
Okay, cool. In case that's what I might have to do. We'll see. When you use the Ultra Boot, do you move the opponent into the same either nefarious or not nefarious spot they were in before, or do you get to choose?
Yep. Yeah, the same spot they were in before.
Well, that makes sense. That was intuitively what I thought, so perfect.
I forgot it. Oh, wow. I think this is the first time in a while that the hero token has been like far enough away. Well, unless someone gets on the bus, in which case he can be back in play very soon. It's quite far away. Let's see. We have some high ticket items out here. Oh, yeah. No one has any money bags right now. I wonder if it will stay that way or potentially not. Okay, I'm gonna move clearly as I like to be writing a chapter this turn. I am going to play a scapegoat, a fanatic, and I'll do a lawyer for my for this one, for the wild one, and I'm gonna put it here, but I'm gonna use my gadget. My writing assistant's gonna be like, excuse me, I think there's a better spot for that. And I will move that.
Yeah.
In between.
Oh boy.
Right, and that'll be it for me. Oh.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go to City Hall, and I'm just gonna rearrange. Or let's see. This one lets me swap 2 pages. Location of 2 pages. I'm gonna swap chapters 22 and my plagiarized page of, was it 14? Yep. So just flip that like that. Okay.
Oh, which reminds me, I actually, in my haste to make my adjustment, I forgot to regale you all with my tale. So tunneled beneath people's houses, release moles wearing party hats into their bathrooms. Oh my gosh. And I feel like, could you imagine if someone did that at like midnight so they came into your house in the middle of the night? That would be truly evil.
Yes. It was just like, what is going on right now?
Right. Is this a dream? Is this a nightmare? Is this real life?
Is anybody seeing this right now? Okay.
What to do? Plagiarize? I don't really want to plagiarize yet. That's okay. Oh, maybe I'll do that. No, I can't do that. Oh, shoot. What are you going to do? All right, so I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to restore my ray of distraction. I think. Yeah. And then I think we'll do this. Now I'm paying attention to where you are this time. That mischief face is not resting.
Dang it.
Good thing.
So now I use the name.
Okay. Well, I need, okay. I know what I need to do. Oh, I don't have the right card. So close and yet so far. I will hop over City Hall. I will go. Oh, when you discard a card to gain new cards, can you also gain the card that you just discarded?
Wait, discard a card to gain new cards? No,
Okay.
you have to. It has to be something different.
Mhm. So I'm going to go to the junkyard, and I'll go there evilly, nefariously, one might say, and I'll gain 2 lawyers.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna just go over here and discard my fanatic. Where are they? Oh, there you go. So that I can get a scapegoat and a lawyer. And then this goes here. And oh my gosh. Oh, he went over in the junkyard for some odd reason. I don't know why. It's
Something
weird.
bad's happening over there.
My scapegoat will make a getaway while I make the real getaway and live to see another day.
All right. I'm going to go to this shady bar because I find it inspiring to write in a shady bar.
I like to go now to write in a shady bar.
Who doesn't? And trickster for chapter 37. Where do these go? There's that one.
Aha. Okay.
Did I throw them all in there? Did I accidentally throw them all in there?
There are 11. Yes.
Yes, I did. I was like, where'd they go? I must have grabbed them all accidentally. All right. So chapter 37 says, become a high school counselor. Tell the students not to waste time on scholarships and to just take out private loans. Assure them they'll easily be able to pay them off because they'll get a job with great pay directly out of college. Wow. Evil and great social commentary at the same time. And that does it for me.
I like how it mentioned the whole like directly out of college, like not 10 years, not 15 years, but directly out of college. Making big bucks.
Yes. Very important.
Half over here. This would be 1.
I should have plagiarized it. That's right.
I'm gonna grab 2 scapegoats. And call it a day.
Why do you hate me, Raven?
I just got a scapegoat.
I will go to the secret lair and I will get the long arm of the law. And you know what? It's super useful. So I'm going to use it now to take the nefarious action of the adjacent location. And I'm going to get 2 scapegoats. Boom. Yeah. Did it.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So if I write something, that puts me at 6, which is
Yep. If you write something that puts you at 6, in which case Raven would be able to go and then the game would end.
all right. I think I'm going to take a chance.
Oh my God.
I have no idea where we stand, which is fun. Like, so 1, 2, right? I skipped the hero. And I write that one? Yeah, I think I do. Well, wait, how many cards do you have? Oh, a lot of cards over there. What happens in the case of a tie with the money bags?
There are no friendly ties, so it'd just be worth 1 Vic point each.
I have to think because it won't be in order. So it's 3 points left, but it's a 10-point swing. But then the hearts, there are decisions to be made here.
You can give yourself one more turn.
No, that's okay. That doesn't seem like it's going to benefit me. 2 each there. Okay, I think this is a good enough swing to take a chance at this one. So I'm going to write chapter 38. Oh, I heard a sigh. Did I pick the wrong one or the right one? You don't know what'll turn up. Somebody's sighing at me. I'm not evil, it's the granny. All right. Set people up on blind dates. Flicker the lights off and on every time they start to talk to each other.
Oh my gosh.
These are so fun. The blind date should be at that coffee shop where I only serve decaf. One of the blind daters has a puppy that they won't let the other one pat. Let's see. I like it.
It started off on a great foot. Yes.
One of the two daters is a high school counselor.
Matchmaking manipulator.
I like it.
All right.
Everybody gets the last turn.
Date ever. I agree.
All right. I'm going to get rid of 2 lawyers so I can pick up a trickster. Oops. A trickster and use it this turn. So put it back down. Hop on the bus one last time and make my way around to the
That's my bus.
Because I decided my plagiarized chapter, it needed to be reworked, and so instead I'm gonna do a little mask action.
Yeah, that was smart. Getting that second mask. Yes. I made a mistake with my action burst there.
Right.
But that's okay.
All right. So that ends the game because it got ended. And now we're going to count our pages. It's totally fine. Let's start with Kristen. Let's see. So the manipulator over here, let's see, we have all of the pages are in sequential order. So that is 6 times 3, so 18. Let's get a nice little pencil. And then for the masks, you have 7 points. And for the hearts, you have 8 points because it's 2 different colors and it's also 2 hearts. Okay. And then you have a nice -1 here for your action. And then you get to neutralize that with 1 point. Wait, are you the only person with money bags?
I'm the only person with money bags. That's why I wanted to end it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
I don't know.
I'm a wealthy granny.
Who rides the bus for some reason? I don't understand. Granny.
Do I get the
So
one for
we've
the money
got-
bag
oh
plus
boy.
10, or do I just get 10?
Oh,
So do
you
I
just
get
get 10.
11? I just get 10. Okay.
Yeah, you just get 10. So 18, 28 plus 14 is, oh Lord, 30, 42, 43. Okay. Yeah. Wait.
Should I whip out the
18, 19, 20.
I've been drinking Pinot. Somebody else do math.
32. I was right. It is 42. Okay.
42.
Yes.
Okay, so
That is welcome to Math with Fertessa. It's a special segment. And then we're going to add the bonus numbers over here in the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And then voila, 53. Okay. Now we're going over here to the despots. Okay. Your plagiarized chapter is what, 11? So
Yes.
all of yours are in order. So 5 times 3, 15. And then you, wait, is this a mask? Yep. So 7. And then you have your 3 bursts. So that is 3 points for each of them. So that's 9. Okay. So we're just gonna, let's see.
That is very numbers.
25 plus 6, 30, 31. And then 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 39. Yes. Okay. And then me, they are all in order. And 4 times 3 is 12. It could have been 5, but that's okay. And we're going to have 2. Wait, I have 3 heart colors, don't I? Yes, I have 3 heart colors. So
you do.
they're all hearts. So 8 points from that. And then because there's 3 different heart colors, that's going to be 9 points. Oh boy. Okay. So 29. And then these bonus points over here. So my entire score is 34. Boom.
Oh my god.
This was my redemption story from Floriferous. I was a bitter old granny burning in my corner, just bitter about losing Floriferous so horribly that I plotted my revenge and wrote a book of villainy about it. Woo!
That money
Oh
bag
my gosh.
and those bonus points.
Yeah, when I saw the money bag and nobody else had it, I went, "Oh, I gotta grab it and stop this right here." That was the plan.
That killed it. That killed it indeed. Plus, all 6 of you were in order. Man,
Right.
congratulations. You are the most fairest one on this day.
Yes.
But I do it looking innocent, unlike some people with their mischief faces.
I can't help it.
No, it's great. So that was super fun for Tessa, first of all. It's so fun. But it's also really clever and smart. It's like, it's a great combination of fun and really smart and thinky in a really good way. I'm so excited that it's funded. I'm so excited that people are going to get to play this.
Yes, I'm very excited. Yes, it will be coming to homes in sometime in this next year. But yes, the Kickstarter is still open. So if you're interested, please check it out. Go to bookofvillainy.com and it'll route you straight to the Kickstarter. So please do. And I have a BGG page. So if you like what you saw here, go give it a thumbs up on BGG. And yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Throw the link.
I'm sharing the link.
Kickstarter.
Yep, I just threw a link out there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And I have done before. And we'll make sure to tweet it too. So did you design you talked about the resting Mischief Face and stuff like that. So did you had the theme in mind first and then kind of came through with the mechanics?
Yep. It was totally theme first. Because at the time, whenever I designed it, I wasn't okay. My dog has intruded. This is the cause of that. My puppy hates you.
Oh, we love the
puppy. No, whenever I started working on Book of Villainy, I actually was not super aware of the hobby at all. And it was only through designing it that I became aware of the hobby. And in doing that, like I found out what mechanics were and what types there were. Like it took me almost a year to figure out what worker placement was because everybody had a different definition for what that even was. So yeah, definitely mechanics came second because at that time I only knew like roll and move mechanics and like the stuff that you would see in mass markets. So it took me a year and a half just to figure out how to make things move.
That's pretty amazing though, in a year and a half to come from knowing roll and move to creating something like this. So what year was it that you were working on this to begin with? It's been a process, I know.
2017.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And then when did Gold
I started working on this in 2017. It was 2019.
Awesome.
So
oh my gosh, the culmination of all these years' work. That's so cool.
Yeah. It's like almost 4 years total. It has been a wild ride, but this has definitely been a passion project since this is the first game I ever designed. And it brought me through. It introduced me to the world of game design and board games. It just kind of, this was my foothold into the thing that I apparently love so very dearly. So it is close to my heart.
Andrew says it's been so fun to work on. I can imagine. It was fun to play. I can only imagine it was fun to work on. Did you have some games that were particularly inspirational in the process?
I can't say that there were. I played everything. Like I joined 3 different game meetup groups at the time, and I was just every week I was playing 2-3 new games on top of like podcasts and watching YouTube, things like that. So it was just a huge slew of games that every time that I made a new iteration, I would try out whatever seemed interesting. Like if I found out, oh, this is how action points work, let me see if that works for this game. Or, oh, this is, a space theme, let's try that, because it had a space board at one point. And, if I saw something cool, that I just tried it out, kind of in the way people tell you whenever you're first trying to make your first game, you want to try to do small things or take a game you already know and make like little changes. But I just kept doing it to Book of Villainy. So Book of Villainy had very drastic makeover changes every iteration. Like they looked like a entirely different game each time. And thankfully, I kept a designer diary for Book of Villainy, so you can see the pictures when it looked like kind of like a Monopoly board, and then kind of like a weird space board with like 100 circles on it, and then like a hex grid that looked kind of like a war zone map, and then just a hand-drawn grid for one convention when I just got really tired and I just drew the board. So it was it was a lot.
I've seen a lot of different shapes. I'm curious, when did the rondelle come into play? I thought that's something that we're seeing, I don't know, occasionally now and then. I know I can count the number of games I played. Maybe I've played a decent number of games, and there's always going to be more to play. But like, I thought to me at least, that's something that I haven't seen very often, and so it's always fun to play games that have that in there.
So the rondel evolved from a kind of tile mechanic I came up with maybe a year and a half into making the game. I want to say it was a year into it. Initially it started off as a 4x4 grid of tiles. And then it kind of got narrowed down to a 3x3 grid of tiles. And like the tiles were interesting because you could destroy them and flip them, and they had different abilities on the backside of them. But now it's kind of like you have the tiles here, the locations, and you have the two abilities just on each, different side, one towards the inner, the nefarious, and the respectable action. So that was a cool way that it got evolved into that. And so it started off as grids, and then as I brought the grids down from 16 tiles to 9 tiles, and then it was down to like 8 tiles. People were getting confused about the direction you could go on the tiles because they were all clumped together. So that's whenever I started putting them kind of in a circle, so that they knew they had to go clockwise around it. And then it evolved into this.
Oh, that makes sense. And I like the nefarious actions versus I'm just a good citizen going about my business, writing in a bar or in the coffee shop. And it says, how did, between that and the little bit of a touch of take that with the hero, were those, especially the hero, did that come into play later on development, or was there always a little bit of that just in a different shape and form earlier on?
It's very interesting, because the funny thing is, before I handed Book of Villainy off to Andrew, I had a hero called Superfleek, who is powered by the power of flatulence and pizza. And he would go around town and hit people.
Love it.
And cause these nuisances. And like, I got a friend, Trey Swigert, to do the art for Superfleek, and he was really fun, but I couldn't quite make his mechanic work in a way that like was fluid with the rest of the game. And I tried it like several different iterations over the course of like a year and a half, until finally it was just like Superfleek's picture on one of the henchmen. So when Andrew got it, he had already been phased out. And then when Andrew took over the development for, polishing it and everything, he reintroduced the hero as well as the gadgets, because I had formerly had gadgets as like inventions in the earlier stages. And then they got slowly phased out in each iteration because I couldn't find the flow. But he was able to figure out how to make the economy for it, how to make it work in a really nice, clean way. So I'm really happy to see both the hero and the gadgets found their place within the game.
Awesome.
That's so great. Do you have any villains that you love in other? I was just curious if there were some villains that you are fond of. I know that doesn't sound like a good thing, but I have a particular villain who I love. I love Ursula, so I always like to check in on this.
Oh yes, my favorite villain always is Scar. And
good choice.
I love his design, and it's just like classic, iconic Scar. And then my second favorite villain wasn't really a villain, but she was a villain in Princess Mononoke, which is like a Ghibli film. And that was the first time that I saw a villain that wasn't really a villain. It was like a gray villain instead of like a black and white. Like, So those are my two villains.
Andrew gave a shout out to the Atlanta development team.
Yes. Yes, they've been going strong, and especially in a tabletop simulator. I know they've been play testing like every week if they can. So yeah, that's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, Scar's great. You know, one of my favorite moments with Scar is when Simba says, "Uncle Scar, you're so weird," and he says, "You have no idea." Do you know that's a line that Jeremy Irons spoke in a film that he was nominated for an Academy Award for? Did you know that? It's such a cool meta reference. He was in a film about Sonny von Bülow and Klaus von Bülow. Like, he was accused of inducing insulin and putting her in a coma, and he played that man. And at the end, he gets off, because it's a true story. He gets off, and the lawyer says to him, "Mr. von Bülow, you're a strange man." And he turns and looks, and he says, "You have no idea."
Oh, wow.
And so there's this little tiny, like, weird, if you're a Jeremy Irons fan, I happen to be a Jeremy Irons fan. They do such clever things with Disney and Pixar and stuff, where you just, if you know the little Easter eggs, they're so cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. I love Easter eggs. Yes.
Yeah. Scar's great. That's a good. Have you played the Scar Villainous? I haven't gotten to play Scar and Villainous, but that's one I really want.
But I have it. Yes.
You do.
Yep.
Oh, now that you can get out again.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, there's a question now. How did the pandemic change the development? Did you end up having to do a lot of digital work on it?
Yeah. So once the pandemic hit, it had already been signed at that point, but I started taking it to the digital playtesting groups. So I figured out Tabletop Simulator with the help of Zachary Kestra. I want to say, I might be butchering his last name. He helped me make my first prototype of Book of Villainy. And after that, I was able to figure out how to update that and get it tested. So definitely it got quite a bit of online playtesting. And then whenever Andrew took hold of it, he also did the development digitally as well. So that was pretty cool.
Awesome. So is that Zach from Protospiel Online, from Zach from Colorado?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep, that's Zach. He's great.
I love this community and how everybody helps each other out. That's been amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Such a great group. I gotta say, I loved it to bits. I just thought it was so much fun. And not just because I loved Floriferous too, even though I got trounced soundly. I loved that too. So it's not just because I did well. It was a fun journey, no matter what happened at the end. It was a really fun journey to get there. I loved being, on my little bus tootling around, and
yes.
And the decisions. There were some crunch in those decisions, which was really cool.
Yeah, you kept me on my toes. I had to be careful about what I wanted to do. And then you would target the pages that I was targeting, so I would change up. I was like, dang it. Well, let me get my heart to be great. It's fine. I think my downside was that I kept getting pages that were out of order. So then I had to waste time trying to put them in the right order. And by then, you guys had so many resources, man. And then the game got ended. It's fine.
It's cool though that even you have a different experience every time. I mean, you must have played it certainly more than we have, and that you've had a different experience each time based on the players and how things come up and the order you're purchasing. That's great. That speaks to the replayability so well.
And it's harder to see because we're in TTS, but the tiles are placed randomly each time too. So there's
with the locations?
Yep, the locations, yep.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love that for changing the experience. Kudos. All right, let me throw this in here one more time. That's awesome. I can't thank you enough for being here. I know when we first started talking about doing this, yours was a name that came right, I think, for Raven and I both.
On the top of the list.
Yes.
Yep.
Aw, thank you.
So I'm so glad. I know how busy you are with the Kickstarter Live.
Thank you for taking the time.
I'm so happy I was able to come on. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Andrew.
No, I'm
Andrew's
happy
fun
this
to
is the
watch.
first game I got to play with both of you.
I know. We've been in the same digital circle so many times, and I have not gotten to play it before. So it was meant to be, so that I could experience it now when it's live for the first time. That was why we kept missing each other. I knew there was a reason.
Yes.
And this was it.
Yes. And I think it's my first game with Raven too. So I'm very happy about that too.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm glad it finally happened. I figured eventually at some point we've been able to do it even sooner, especially with the whole. So are you, it might still be TBD because I think a lot of people are still like, I don't know. Are you going to be taking Book of Villainy to any of the upcoming conventions, be it in person or digitally, or is it still kind of up in the air right now?
Yeah, for me right now, the only convention that I have like concrete plans to go to is in February of 2022, Tantrum Con, which is in North Carolina. But before that, I won't say that I'm not going to, but it depends on a lot of stars aligning and such. So I'm open. I'm open to options. I just have not made any plans.
That makes sense. I think just given all of the things, that's a very reasonable decision to make. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, maybe, I'm sure, I mean, given your busy year, knock on wood, summer of 22, we're going to be in 22 in literally less than 6 months, which is beyond me. But perhaps that summer will be the summer that, you know, everything is back to whatever normal actually looks like at that point, and there'll be plenty of opportunities sometime in the future for in-person game playing and gatherings and whatnot.
Yes.
I kind of just thank you
Summer
for
2022 will be
hanging out virtually in the meantime.
So what ages are you saying for Book of Villainy? Because I'm thinking, I actually think both of my kids can play and enjoy it, which is wonderful. I'm always looking for that. So what age ranges have you set on it?
On the box, I believe we have it at 10, but we have heard that some younger have been able to enjoy it, which has been pretty awesome. We just haven't gotten to like really in person play test that.
Right. Yeah, I think and kids are all unique. We're all unique, which is wonderful. Which is what makes us all. What makes it all so special is us bringing unique experiences to the table. But kids that are familiar with games, I think it's very approachable. I wouldn't necessarily bring it to kids who haven't played younger kids who haven't played other games before. But yes, Andrew, I'm sure Andrew says it'll be listed probably higher age than those who can actually play, which is totally understandable. It has to do with all that testing. Yep. Just as I'm saying testing, he's saying from a component testing standpoint. Yeah. Which is why with an 8-year-old who loves games, I'm like, both of my son's 12 and he'll love it. My daughter's 8, and I think she would absolutely love it too. Right. So I can't thank you enough for creating a family-friendly game that I can play with my kids. I love it.
It's about being a villain. Like I'm looking at the chapters, and they're all very kosher. Like it doesn't have to be, super dark and whatnot. It's still lighthearted enough that if you're playing with your kids or your nieces, my nieces are still way too. I'm excited I have to say this. One of my nieces was born today.
Congratulations, Auntie Raven.
Auntie times 3 now, so super excited. So I gotta give her a couple years, but later on she'll be
Haba before Book of Villainy. Just
right. Yes, exactly. We'll get there one day. But that'll be one of the games in the collection where I'll be able to play it with them eventually, if they so choose to. I hope they do. But
yeah, wonderful.
I'm training up my little nieceling. I've got her a little teapot so that she can learn to lift it with her pinky up. and she's just getting her little villain training wheels. Mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. Do I sense an expansion happening, or like a Villainous Junior?
Who knows what's on the horizon? Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well,
yeah, and we hope we can have you back for Wicked and Wise.
Yes,
that'll be next.
Sure.
And then Mansplaining is hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you're willing to come play with us, Fertessa, we want you here.
I am always open. Yes. And it was a great fun to come on.
The coloring book of villainy. Yeah.
The coloring book of villainy.
Wow, that's exclusive for all those with little ones.
Yes. The very first prototype for this was going to be with stickers. And whenever I first thought of Book of Villainy, I was like, stickers and outfits. Let's go.
Let's go.
Need more stickers. Never have to.
This would be a great game to dress up for, actually. It would be a lot of fun to come to the table dressed as a villain. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh,
yes.
So good.
Can you pencil that in for 2022 for Jessica? Have you accepted that challenge? Or?
I mean, I don't know if you know Monique, but she has the little bear head that looks just like the one that's on the Unhinged. So I already know where to find that.
Oh man.
Yep. And actually I did cosplay as the genius. In my photo, I did the genius and I did the manipulator. So I'm always
you got what you need. Awesome. I have to go through my closet and see if I have anything.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to try and give us a raid. The only thing I see live right now in games is Gen Con TV, where the Brothers Murph are playing some games. But sound like a good raid?
Yeah, Brothers Murph are cool.
They're great. Yeah, let's see if we can throw a raid over there. Let's see. Does that work when I throw it in? We'll give it a go. Good night, Andrew. Did that work? Okay. Is the question. No, and maybe Andrew can tell us if it worked. Let me see. Maybe I can try it this way. See, we're still new at some of this.
Oh, that works.
Let's see. Let me make sure I get it right.
I see it happening.
Is it happening?
A couple people joining. It's en route to happening.
What's the magic that makes it happen? An error occurred. Wait a moment. Try again.
Maybe it's like on a timer or something, and then eventually it just kind of takes you there.
Did it cut the stream, or are we still streaming?
I'm not sure yet. I don't want to cut off our stream until I'm sure we've made it happen.
Oh, got it.
So chat. Pick a live
I could either be frozen or it could be done, but I can't see anything on my phone right now. So
okay.
I think we're good. Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry. I want to get better at this part. The rest of it, I feel like we got on lock. Like,
oh yeah,
it's at Gen Con TV.
It worked. Okay, yay!
Yes.
Huzzah!
I'm gonna do our good night and end broadcast. Thank you.
Thank you for